Did you know the wrong pair of shoes can silently destroy your knees, weaken your balance, and even shorten your life? And it's so scary that 80% of most seniors wear them every single day without realizing the damage they're doing. It's not just about style or comfort. It's about your safety, your mobility, and your independence. Every step you take in the wrong footwear is like putting your future at risk. I've seen too many people lose their freedom, not because of illness, but because of a single slip or fall that could have been prevented. And today, I'm going to reveal the 6 most dangerous footwear choices that may already be in your closet, and exactly what you can do right now to protect yourself. This could be the most important few minutes you spend for your health this year. So stay with me until the end. Let me tell you about Evelyn from Florida. She's 69, full of life, and the kind of person everyone in her neighborhood adores. The kind who remembers every birthday, waves at every passing car, and bakes cookies just because. She's never been the type to slow down. Even in her late 60s, Evelyn kept an active schedule, gardening, volunteering at her church, taking brisk morning walks. Friends always told her she seemed younger than her years, and she took pride in that. Last autumn, something happened that changed everything. It was one of those crisp October mornings. The air smelled faintly of pine and wet leaves. Evelyn had just finished baking her famous pumpkin bread 3 loaves. Golden brown, still warm from the oven. She placed them carefully on a tray and decided to deliver one to her next-door neighbor before it cooled. She slipped on her favorite shoes, a pair of soft, tan slip-on flats she'd had for more than a decade. They molded perfectly to her feet over the years. She wore them almost every day around the house and on quick errands. She never thought twice about them. They were comfortable, or so she believed. But here's the thing, comfort isn't the same as safety. The solace of those shoes had been worn smooth from years of use. No tread, no grip, just slick, flat bottoms. On that morning, she didn't notice. She didn't think it mattered. She stepped out onto her porch, balancing the tray of bread in both hands, chatting to herself about how she should plant new flowers come spring. As she walked down the front steps, she spotted a small patch of damp leaves on the walkway. Harmless, she thought. She'd walked over leaves countless times before, but that day, those worn soles met that slick, DMP surface, and in an instant it happened. Evelyn's foot shot forward like it was on ice. The tray flew from her hands, the pumpkin bread landing with a thud in the grass. She came down hard on her left side, her wrist taking the brunt of the fall, followed by her hip. The pain was immediate and sharp, so intense she couldn't move. A neighbor heard her cry out and rushed over. Evelyn was trembling, shocked at how quickly it had all happened. One moment she was thinking about bread and flowers, and the next she was on the ground, unable to stand. The hospital confirmed the damage, a fractured wrist, and severe bruising to her hip. She would need weeks of rest and physical therapy. Her doctor warned her that even after she healed, she might never feel as steady on her feet as she had before. For someone as independent as Evelyn, that was devastating. She went from cooking, cleaning, and walking the neighborhood every day to relying on a cane and asking others for help. She told me later, her voice quiet, almost embarrassed, "I thought those shoes were comfortable until they nearly cost me my freedom." And here's the part that breaks my heart. Evelyn's story isn't rare. Thousands of seniors experience similar falls every single year, not because of illness or frailty, but because of something as simple as the shoes they wear. Shoes that feel fine, but offer no protection when it matters most. The truth is, your choice of footwear can mean the difference between years of independence and months, sometimes years of painful recovery. A single fall can set off a chain reaction: loss of mobility, reduced confidence, less activity, declining health. It can even lead to a permanent loss of independence. Evelyn never imagined her favorite pair of flats could put her in danger, but that's how it works. Danger doesn't always come with a warning sign. It sneaks in quietly, in the things we take for granted. And by the time we realize the risk, it's often too late. If you've got an old pair of shoes you wear almost every day, especially ones you've had for years, I want you to think about Evelyn's story. Ask yourself, are they truly safe? Or could they be the silent reason your golden years are being stolen? One step at a time. Before we go further, I want you to do 3 quick things that could literally help save someone you love. First, hit that subscribe button so you never miss these life-saving tips designed for your golden years. We put out advice that can keep you stronger, safer, and more independent for decades to come. Second, share this video with a friend or family member right now. You never know who might be walking in unsafe shoes at this very moment. A single share could protect them from a painful fall or a serious injury. And third, tap that like button. It takes you just 1 second, but it tells YouTube to show this message to more seniors who need to hear it before it's too late. You never know, these few seconds could be the reason someone you care about stays on their feet and keeps living life to the fullest. Deadly choice number 1. Worn-out sneakers. You might think your old sneakers are your most trusted companions. They've been with you for years, molded perfectly to your feet. But here's the uncomfortable truth. The older your sneakers get, the less protection they give you. Over time, the cushioning in the sole compresses, the arched support weakens, and the tread on the bottom wears down until it's practically as slick as a skating rink. Without good grip and support, every step you take becomes a gamble, especially on wet floors, smooth tiles, or uneven sidewalks. And when you combine this with natural age-related changes like slow reflexes, reduced muscle strength, and thinner bones, you're setting yourself up for a dangerous fall that could change your life in seconds. It's not just about looking shabby. Worn-out soles can't absorb shock properly, which means every step sends more stress to your knees, hips, and lower back. That extra impact over months or years can leave you with joint pain that no amount of painkillers can truly fix. Think of it like this. You wouldn't keep driving a car with bald tires, right? You replace them before you lost control on the road. Your sneakers are no different once the tread is gone. So is your safety. So here's a simple rule. Flip your sneakers over. If the tread is flat or smooth in the spots you walk on most, or if you can see uneven wear, it's time to retire them no matter how comfortable they feel. Your feet, your balance, and your independence are worth more than 1 more year with your favorite old pair. Have you ever had a close call or even a fall because of worn-out shoes? Share your experience in the comments. Your story might be the reminder someone else needs to check their footwear today. Deadly choice number 2. Backless slippers. There's something about a cozy pair of slippers that just feels like home, soft, warm, easy to slip on without bending over. But if they're the backless kind, you're putting comfort ahead of safety, and the risk is bigger than most people realize. Without a heel grip, backless slippers don't stay firmly on your feet. Every time you take a step, your toes are forced to curl slightly to keep them from sliding off. That might not seem like much, but over the course of the day it changes the way you walk. Shorter steps, less stable footing, and a higher chance that the edge of the slipper catches on a rug, stair, or uneven floor. And here's the scary part. Indoor falls are one of the leading causes of injury among seniors. They can happen in the kitchen, the hallway, even just walking from the living room to the bathroom. With backless slippers, all it takes is one slip on tile or hardwood, or a tiny trip on the edge of a carpet, and you're suddenly on the floor facing a broken wrist, hip, or worse. Even if you avoid a serious fall, the constant gripping with your toes to hold the slippers in place can strain your feet and ankles over time. That tension can make walking feel more tiring, which means you might avoid moving around as much, and less movement means weaker muscles and poorer balance. If you truly love the ease of slipping your shoes on, look for house shoes or slippers with a closed heel and a non-slip sole. They'll still be easy to wear, but they'll stay with you when you walk, instead of making you work to keep them from falling off. Have you ever stumbled or tripped indoors because of a loose shoe or slipper? Share it in the comments. You might just help someone else swap out a dangerous pair before it's too late. Deadly choice number 3. High heels. High heels aren't just a fashion statement, they're a balancing act, and after 60, that act becomes a lot riskier. Anything above 1.5 inches starts tilting your body forward, forcing your knees, hips, and lower back to work overtime just to keep you upright. That unnatural angle shifts your weight onto the balls of your feet, straining joints and tightening calf muscles. Over time, it can lead to chronic knee pain, bunions, and even lower back issues. And here's the part many seniors underestimate. High heels dramatically shorten your base of support. When your center of gravity is elevated and pitched forward, your balance is compromised with every single step. One unexpected crack in the sidewalk, a slippery spot in the grocery store, or even an uneven carpet edge at home, and those pretty shoes can turn into a fast trip to the ER. The recovery from a heel-related fall can be brutal. A fractured hip or twisted ankle isn't just painful, it can mean weeks or months of reduced mobility. And the longer you're off your feet, the faster your muscles weaken, making it even harder to get back to the life you love. That doesn't mean you have to give up style for safety. Many beautiful shoes today have lower, wide block heels or wedge designs that provide stability without sacrificing elegance. Look for cushioned insoles, supportive arches, and soles with good traction. Be honest, do you have a special pair that you know is risky, but you keep for certain occasions? Drop a comment and tell us about them. You might inspire someone else to make a safer choice before it's too late. Deadly choice number 4. Completely flat shoes. A lot of seniors think, if it's flat, it must be safe. But the truth is, completely flat shoes are like walking barefoot on concrete all day. They offer zero shock absorption, meaning every step you take sends impact directly into your heels, knees, and lower back. Over time, that constant pounding wears down your joints, accelerates arthritis, and can even trigger chronic pain that makes walking a chore. The danger doesn't stop there. Flat shoes often lack proper arch support, which your feet rely on to keep your body aligned. Without it, your ankles can roll inward, your knees start compensating, and your hips and spine take on extra stress. This chain reaction may start subtly with a little morning stiffness, but it can lead to serious mobility issues down the road. Think about the shoes you wear for errands, gardening, or quick trips outside. Are they thin-soled slip-ons or basic flats with no cushioning? They might feel easy now, but they're quietly wearing your joints down with every step. And when your joints hurt, you naturally move less, leading to weaker muscles, poorer balance, and a greater fall risk over time. Safer alternatives don't have to be bulky or unattractive. Many supportive walking shoes now have sleek designs, memory foam cushioning, and built-in arch support that protect your joints while still looking casual. Even a low heel about 1/2 inch with a cushioned insole can make a huge difference in reducing stress on your body. Check your most worn shoes today. Are they completely flat with paper-thin soles? Drop a comment and tell me what you're replacing them with. Your tip might save someone else's knees. Deadly choice number 5. Heavy or rigid shoes. If you've ever felt like your shoes were working against you instead of with you, you're not imagining it. Shoes that are too heavy or stiff act like ankle weights you didn't sign up for. Every step requires more effort, draining your energy faster and making even short walks feel exhausting. For seniors, that extra fatigue can be the difference between enjoying an afternoon in the park and staying home to rest. Rigid shoes also reduce your natural foot movement. Your feet are designed to flex, roll, and adapt with each step, helping you balance on uneven surfaces. When shoes lock your foot into one stiff position, it limits your stride and throws off your natural rhythm. This can lead to shuffling steps, slower walking speed, and a higher risk of tripping. And here's the hidden danger. When your shoes make walking harder, you subconsciously walk less. Less walking means weaker leg muscles, reduced cardiovascular health, and poorer balance, all of which increase full risk. It's a slow downward spiral that starts with something as simple as uncomfortable footwear. Signs your shoes are too heavy or rigid. You feel muscle fatigue in your legs after just a few minutes of walking. Your steps sound like you're stomping. Or you notice you're avoiding longer distances because it's too tiring. Instead, look for lightweight walking shoes with flexible soles that still offer stability. The right pair will move with you, not weigh you down. Many modern designs use breathable, supportive materials that feel almost weightless but still protect your feet. Have you ever ditched a pair of sturdy shoes because they felt like a workout just to wear? Tell us in the comments. Someone else might need to hear your experience. Deadly choice number 6. Shoes without grip. It only takes one slip to turn an ordinary day into months of pain, recovery, and lost independence. Shoes without proper grip are one of the most underestimated dangers for seniors, especially indoors, where we often feel safest. Smooth, worn-down soles can act like ice skates on tile, polished wood, or even slightly damp floors. The scary part, falls happen fast. You don't get a warning. One moment you're walking toward the kitchen with a cup of tea, the next you're on the floor, in shock, wondering what just happened. And while younger people might bounce back with a bruise, seniors often face broken bones, hospital stays, and a long recovery that robs them of freedom. Shoes without grip don't just cause slips, they make it harder to stop yourself once you start to lose balance. Without that extra friction underfoot, your chances of catching yourself are slim. It's like trying to brake a car with worn-out tires. You simply can't stop in time. You can spot the problem early by checking the soles of your shoes. If they're smooth, shiny, or feel slick to the touch, they're overdue for replacement. Look for shoes with a textured, rubber outsole and a pattern designed for traction. Even indoor slippers now come with non-slip soles that can greatly reduce the risk. The good news, the right footwear can make your home a much safer place without sacrificing comfort. You don't need hiking boots, just a sole that grips enough to keep you steady on your feet. Have you ever had a close call because of slippery shoes? Share your story in the comments. You might save someone from learning this lesson the hard way. Now, let's dive into the solutions. Solution number 1. Lightweight walking shoes with cushioning. If there's one type of footwear that can instantly make walking safer, easier, and more comfortable after 60, it's a pair of lightweight walking shoes with proper cushioning. These aren't your heavy, clunky sneakers from decades past. Modern walking shoes are designed to support your feet without weighing you down. Here's why they're a game changer. Flexible soles move with your foot instead of fighting it, making every step feel natural. Memory foam insoles conform to your unique foot shape, giving you personalized comfort and reducing pressure points that cause pain. Shock absorption protects your knees, hips, and lower back by softening the impact of each step, especially important if you walk on hard surfaces like concrete or tile. One of the biggest benefits, they help you walk farther without feeling fatigued. Heavy shoes can make you feel like you're dragging weights with every step. In contrast, lightweight walking shoes give you a gliding feeling so you stay active longer, which is vital for circulation, muscle strength, and overall independence. You'll also find that the best walking shoes offer non-slip soles built right in, giving you the security of traction both indoors and outdoors. And because they come in so many styles now, you can find pairs that look casual enough for errands but still give you that athletic level support. Think of them as an investment in your freedom. Every step you take without pain or fear of falling adds to your confidence, and that confidence will keep you moving more often. What's your go-to pair of walking shoes? Share in the comments. A recommendation could help someone else make a life-changing upgrade. Solution number 2. Professionally fitted footwear. One of the most overlooked truths about our feet is this: they keep changing even in our senior years. Many people assume their shoe size is set in stone after adulthood, but that's far from reality. With age, feet can flatten, widen, or develop structural changes like bunions or fallen arches. And if your shoes don't match those changes, you're setting yourself up for pain, blisters, balance problems, and even long-term joint damage. That's why getting your feet measured at least once a year by a professional is one of the smartest moves you can make. A trained fitter doesn't just check length, they also assess width, arch type, toe shape, and even how your foot moves when you walk. This ensures you're wearing shoes that truly match your body today, not your shoe size from 20 years ago. Think of it this way: wearing the wrong size shoe is like wearing glasses with the wrong prescription. It might feel fine at first, but over time, the strain adds up, causing discomfort, fatigue, and in some cases, irreversible damage. Professionally fitted footwear also means you get the right support placement. Arch support in the wrong spot can throw off your posture, while the correct fit keeps your body aligned and reduces pressure on your knees, hips, and lower back. The best part: this isn't just for athletic shoes. Professional fitting applies to everyday flats, dress shoes, slippers, and even sandals. If you haven't had your feet measured in years, you might be shocked at the difference it makes. That small investment of time could mean the difference between daily pain and walking comfortably for hours. When was the last time you had your feet measured by a professional? Drop your answer in the comments. You might inspire someone else to make this essential change. Solution number 3. Anti-slip indoor footwear. Most falls among seniors don't happen outdoors, they happen right at home, in the spaces we feel safest. Smooth tile, polished wood, or even worn carpet can turn into a slip zone, especially if you're wearing socks, smooth slippers, or barefoot. That's why switching to anti-slip indoor footwear is one of the most powerful and immediate ways to cut your fall risk. Research suggests by nearly 50%. The key is in the sole. Look for a non-slip rubber with tread, patterns that grip the floor without sticking. This gives you stability on both dry and slightly damp surfaces, like kitchen floors or bathroom tiles. But grip is only part of the equation. The best anti-slip indoor shoes also provide soft, cushioned support to absorb shock and reduce fatigue when you're standing or walking for long periods. This keeps your joints comfortable and your posture upright, so you move with confidence rather than hesitation. They should fit securely around the heel too. If your indoor shoes flop or slide when you walk, they can trip you just as easily as slippery soles can. A snug but comfortable fit ensures your footwear moves with you, not against you. Some seniors worrying about wearing shoes in the house, but these are designed specifically for indoor use, lightweight, breathable, and easy to slip on and off while still offering the safety you need. Making this one change means you can navigate your own home without the constant mental checklist of watch your step. It frees your mind and your body to move naturally, without fear of a sudden slip. What's your go-to footwear at home right now? Let's hear it in the comments. You might give someone a life-saving idea. If you've made it this far, you already know your shoes aren't just a fashion choice. They're a foundation for your independence, safety, and freedom. Every step you take can either protect you or put you at risk. Don't wait for a close call like Evelyn's to make a change. Start today. Check your shoes, replace the unsafe ones, and invest in footwear that supports you for the years ahead. And remember, these tips aren't just for you. Someone you love could be one wrong step away from a life-changing injury. So here's what I want you to do right now. 1. Subscribe so you never miss another tip that could save your health or your life. 2. Share this video with a friend or family member. You might save them from a painful, expensive fall. 3. Hit the like button so YouTube shows this message to more seniors who need it. Your future mobility is worth protecting, because the longer you stay steady on your feet, the longer you stay in control of your life. Thanks, and see you in the next one.